Hello everyone and welcome to the Turfway Park Report for opening night of the Fall Meet, Thursday, September the 6th. 9 races tonight. Polytrack, as always, is fast. Let's get right to it. Maiden Claimer is going the first race, 6 furlongs the distance, 3-year-olds and up, a heavy favorite. Number 2, Fool de Funk with Azil de Leon. And they're off. For the lead, the outside, that's Time for Prayer. Through from the inside, Fool de Funk. Between those two, Be Who's moves up. Then it's a length back to Wombrey and First Shadow, followed by Time for Prayer. The trailers are Bandit Check and Fresh Cut. Down the back stretch, Fool de Funk, the heavy favorite in front, now has it by a length. Time for Prayer is second by 2. Then it's Wombrey who runs a third. From the inside, gaining from fourth, that's Fresh Cut. It's a length and a half to Be Who's in fifth. Then You're Not Alone, First Shadow, and Bandit Check. Quarter went in 22 and 4 as they move for the stretch, and it's Fool de Funk in front. Now opens the lead out to 2 lengths. Gaining now up in the center of the track. Here comes Fresh Cut, still on the inside. Time for Prayer with Wombrey, but it's Fool de Funk, who now just draws away from Time for Prayer in second. Fool de Funk and Azil de Leon win the opener by 5. Time for Prayer second, Fresh Cut third, then Wombrey. Number 2, Fool de Funk, the favorite, trained by Chip Brownfield, ridden by Azil de Leon, 380, 240, 220. Number 7, Time for Prayer held second, and the 1, Fresh Cut, rallied for third, exact at $9. The Try 73.40 and the Super, $280.40, 112 and 4 for 6 furlongs. Second race, 5.5 furlong starter allowance. Scratch the 1A Plasma Beam and the 5 Cho Jr. The favorite, the 1 Cape Hatchet, ridden by Perry Utes. And they're off. Oh, and Pacific Avenue stumbled badly leaving the gate, unseated his rider, Rodrigo Vergara, is down in front of the gate. So on the front end, it's Dalamar. Dalamar there by a length and a half. Blingboy moves up in second. Heavy favorite Cape Hatchet third. 2 lengths back, Knights in Michigan runs fourth. Then it's Steve's Big Mo. The trailer is 6 Pack Abs. They're midway through the turn. Down along the inside, Dalamar still has a head in front. Now up from the outside, moving by and getting a short lead is Blingboy. Blingboy and Dalamar. Now here comes Cape Hatchet, followed on the outside by Steve's Big Mo. It's Cape Hatchet and Blingboy. Those two together. Cape Hatchet puts a head in front, and Cape Hatchet and Perry Utes win it over Blingboy, then Steve's Big Mo and Dalamar. So the fall meet starts off with back-to-back favorites. Cape Hatchet, under Perry Utes, trained by Joe Woodard, 380, 240, and 220. Blingboy second, the 6 Steve's Big Mo third. Glad to report that the 2 Pacific Avenue, both horse and rider, appeared unhurt. The exact is 1720, the double 820, the Try 67.40, and the Super 265.60, running time 105 and 2. Third race, $5,000 fillies and mares going a mile. Favorites, the 4 Lemon Tiz and the 7 Mother Warrior. And they're off. Need to Believe broke slowly and is dead last as they move for the first turn. For the lead, that's Hooey. Down along the inside, Justifiably Salty. Up on the outside, Lemon Tiz. Gap of 2 to Mother Warrior, who runs fourth. Then it's Junebug on a String. After that late start, Need to Believe moves up a notch and straight leads trails. 24 flat for the quarter. Hooey is in front, now just by a half length. Lemon Tiz is second. Mother Warrior moves up, takes third. Justifiably Salty fourth. From the outside, Need to Believe is fifth. 4 lengths to the trailers, Junebug on a String, and straight leads after a half and 48 and 1. Moving into the turn, and Lemon Tiz moves by and gets the lead from Mother Warrior. Now up on the outside, that's Need to Believe, who's running strongly. Those three now together. Gap of 3 back to Justifiably Salty. Then Junebug on a String, Hooey, and straight leads as they move for the stretch. Still Lemon Tiz just by a head. Need to Believe on the outside. Center of the track, Mother Warrior right there in third. Then down along the inside, Justifiably Salty. Lemon Tiz has the lead. On the outside, Need to Believe and Mother Warrior both gaining ground. Lemon Tiz holding on. Lemon Tiz holds on by a head. Back-to-back wins for Woodard and Oots. Mother Warrior second, Need to Believe third, then Justifiably Salty. Number 4, Lemon Tiz holds on for Perry Oots and Joe Woodard. Back-to-back wins for Woodard and Oots. 563.80, 260. Mother Warrior second. Need to Believe had that bad start, reared at the start, finished third. The double 11.60, exacta $31. The try 78.60. The super 379.20. Pick 3 paid 22.80. Running time 1:42 flat. Fourth race, $5,000 claimers going 6 furlongs. Scratch the 2. Favorites, the 1 Lucky Dan and the 10 Big Boy Charlie. And they're off. For the lead from the inside, that's Lucky Dan. Up on the outside, Nickel Hyde. Between those two, that's Ender's Universe, followed by Hopping Holly. Down the back stretch, Lucky Dan quickly opens the lead. Has it by 2 lengths over Nickel Hyde in second. Down along the inside, Ender's Universe runs third. It's 2 lengths back. Up on the outside, Big Boy Charlie gains from fourth. Then it's Hopping Holly in fifth. Up between horses, Why Stilly Why is next. Gaining on the outside, Wakes Week. 22 and 3 for the opening quarter. They're into the turn, well bunched now. Lucky Dan on the inside. On the outside, Nickel Hyde. Big Boy Charlie between horses. Now gaining ground on the inside. That is on the inside, that's Ender's Universe. But on the outside now, it's Big Boy Charlie. Also Nickel Hyde. Those two come to the wire together. Big Boy Charlie, Nickel Hyde. Big Boy Charlie wins by a head over Nickel Hyde. Photo for third between Ender's Universe and a late closing Wakes Week. Number 10, Big Boy Charlie wins the photo under Aldo Canchano, owned and trained by James Judd. $11, $443. Long shot Nickel Hyde was second. Ender's Universe got up for third. The favorite Lucky Dan faded badly in the stretch. The superfecta pays over $6,800. Pick $357. Running time 1:12 and 1. Fifth race, 5,000 claimers going a mile. Scratch the 3 Network News, who would have been a heavy favorite. The favorites left are the 6 Tricky Waters and the 2 Skylight Warrior. And they're off. For the lead from between horses, final ending. Moving up on the outside, that's Baron's Shadow, followed by Tricky Waters. From the rail, Skylight Warrior moves up. Moving into the first turn and final ending, has a short lead. Skylight Warrior moves through on the inside to take second. Baron's Shadow is third by a length. Tricky Waters fourth ahead. Rainmaker Rib on the outside fifth. 2 lengths back to Sea Fighter in sixth. Then from the rail, that's Dixie Band Man, followed by Country Hustle. A length back to Boustonnais, and a big gap to the trailer Brave Falcon, the quarter in 24 and 4. Continuing down the back stretch, now on the outside, that's Skylight Warrior with final ending. Those two right together. Gap of 2.5, Tricky Waters runs third. Moving up from the center of the track, Rainmaker Rib now gains from fourth. Also moving up into fifth, that's Sea Fighter, followed on the rail by Dixie Band Man as they move for the stretch. Down along the inside, Skylight Warrior is in front. Now has it by a half length. Gaining ground on the outside now into second. That's Sea Fighter. Also gaining from the inside, Tricky Waters. Center of the track, Boostin' A from way back, nearing the wire. Here's Boostin' A and Sea Fighter. Boostin' A up to win in the final strides over Sea Fighter, then Skylight Warrior and Tricky Waters. Strong stretch run by the 10 Boostin' A. 2 wins for Azil de Leon. Trained by Paul Griffiths, $10.40, $4 and $2.80 the price. Sea Fighter just missed second, Skylight Warrior third. Double $29.20, exacta $47.80. Try $198.80, the Super $660.40, and the Pick 3 $119.80. The mile went in 1:42 and 1. Sixth race, maiden claimer for fillies and mares. Favorites the 6 Bernandy with Johnny McKee, and the 1 Rock Song 5, ridden by Victor LeBron. And they're off. Looked like More Discreet was off a step slowly for the lead. That's Pearl Girl and Bernandy up on the outside, 21 and change. Then on the rail, Rock Song 5. Down the back stretch, Pearl Girl and Perry Utes have the lead a half length. Bernandy second. Up from the outside, 21 and change runs third ahead. Rock Song 5 is fourth. Gap of 5 to More Discreet in fifth. Then it's Air on the Judy, Rocio Storm. Quarter went in 23 seconds flat. The leader is Pearl Girl. Has it a length and a half. Now from between horses, Bernandy is the second. Down along the inside, Rock Song 5. Up on the extreme outside, after that slow start, More Discreet is now gaining ground. The inside, Pearl Girl. Up on the outside, More Discreet. Between those two, 21 and change. It's More Discreet. 21 and change. Still on the inside, Pearl Girl, but More Discreet wins it. Photo for second. Between on the outside, 21 and change, and on the inside, Pearl Girl. Number 4, More Discreet, overcomes the bad start and gets up and wins in the final strides under Ben Creed, trained by Eric Reed, 740, 440, 360. Pearl Girl held second in close photo over 21 and change. The double 41.20, exacta 33.80. Trifecta 247.20. The Super 1849.60. The Pick 3 paid $190.20. Running time 1:13 and 1. Seventh race, 5.5 furlong maiden special weight for the fillies and mares. Program favorites, the 5 Runaway Soul, a rider change to Ramon Vasquez, and the 8 Feeling Better Today under Victor LeBron. And they're off. Away very slowly was Praslin. Praslin off dead last for the lead. It's Posse Rita and Runaway Soul. Then up from the outside, Valentine City third by ahead. Feeling Better Today is now fourth. 2.5 back to Honey Hughes in fifth. Then Hap Cat. It's a big gap back to Miss Willoughby. Full attention. And after that horrible start, Praslin, 22 and 3, a quick opening quarter. Into the turn, down along the inside, Posse Rita is in front. Up on the outside, Feeling Better Today. Gains from second. Valentine City moves up third. Runaway Soul has dropped back. Then from the outside, that's Hap Cat. They're into the stretch. Feeling Better Today moves by and gets the lead. Valentine City is gaining ground up on the outside. It's Feeling Better Today. Valentine City Feeling Better Today, and Victor LeBron win a length and a half. Valentine City second. Photo for third. Late runs by Miss Willoughby and Praslin after that bad start. Number 8, Feeling Better Today with Victor LeBron. Wins the 7th, trained by Rowena Beck, $740, $4, $340. Valentine City, first-time starter, was second. Miss Willoughby third, the double 44.40, $62 for the exacta. There was a consolation double and Pick 3 with Carmen Electric. The 6th was a late scratch. The try, $430.80. The super over $5,300. The pick 5 paid over $1,400. Running time 106 and 4. Eighth race, optional claiming allowance race. The distance 1 mile. Scratch the 3 Never Cross. Favorites, the 6 Westshore and the 8 Maple Leaf Kitten. And they're off. For the lead from the outside, that's Risky Romance, Whitewood Indian, through from the inside Stimulus Plan, and between horses Westshore. Moving into the first turn, it's Risky Romance, who moves by and gets the lead, has it by a length. Westshore second ahead, up on the outside, Whitewood Indian. Gap of 4 to Stimulus Plan in fourth. Then up from the center of the track, Pinder's Gap, followed by Curmudgeon. The trailer is Warrior's Hit. The quarter in 25 seconds flat, a slow opening quarter for Risky Romance, who leads it by a half length. Whitewood Indian second. Westshore down along the rail now runs third. It's 2 lengths back to Pinder's Gap in fourth. Then Curmudgeon and Warriors Hit right together, and Stimulus Plan now trails. The half went 49 and 3. Moving into the turn, now it's Whitewood Indian, who moves by on the outside, gets the lead from Risky Romance in second. 2 lengths back. Westshore moves from third. Then it's Warriors Hit in fourth. From the outside, Pinder's Gap gains from fifth. As they move into the stretch, Whitewood Indian now opens the lead out to 2.5. Then it's Risky Romance. Westshore up from the outside is gaining, but nearing the wire, Whitewood Indian leads Westshore, and Whitewood Indian gives Victor LeBron his second win over Westshore. Then Risky Romance and Curmudgeon. Number 9, Whitewood Indian wins the 8th race. 2 wins for Victor LeBron, trained by Gary Montgomery. $5, $280, $260. Second, the 6 Westshore. Third, the 7 Risky Romance. The double, $22.60. The exacta, $10.20. The try, $93.40. The super, $338.60. And the pick 3, $113.20. Running time, $140 flat. 9th and final race, 1 mile claiming race. Scratch 3, 13, and 14. Favorites, the 11 Horned Frog and the 5 Smokin Star. And they're off, and Magical Storm was off a step slowly. For the lead, C.I. Eddie from the inside, souped up fast from between horses, and on the outside, Rocky Bear. Then down along the rail, Fiskberg is next as they move into the turn. It's Rocky Bear who moves up on the outside. Down along the inside, C.I. Eddie is second. Gap of 2, souped up fast now third. Fiskberg from the rail fourth. 2.5 back to 40 Tears in fifth. Up on the outside, Horned Frog moves from sixth. Then it's Lucky Chucky in seventh. From between horses, Smokin Star is next. Then Custer's Last Stand. 6 lengths back to Magical Storm and J.D. trails. Half went in 48 flat. Moving into the turn. Leader is still Rocky Bear, now a length and a half. From the outside, Horned Frog is gaining ground. Souped up fast is next. On the extreme outside, here comes Smokin Star. As they move forward the stretch, it's Horned Frog ahead in front of Rocky Bear, still on the inside. Up on the outside, Smokin Star gains from third into the stretch. Horned Frog, Smokin Star on the outside. Rocky Bear still right there in third, but nearing the wire, Horned Frog now draws away. Horned Frog, 3 in a row for Victor LeBron, wins by almost 5. Finishing second was Smokin Star. Then it was Lucky Chucky who got up for third. The favorite, number 11, Horned Frog, wins the last. Owned by the Justice Stables, trained by Mike Maker. 3 in a row for Victor LeBron. Finishing second was Smokin Star. Lucky Chucky with a late run got up for third. There's a look at all your prices in the 9th. Running time for the mile, 140 and 4 for the Turfway Park Report. I'm Mike Battaglia. Good night.